Hello, everybody. My name is Kumar, and today we're going to be reviewing our 11th installment of the third season of the Backyardigans, Season 3, Episode 11, The Master of the Skies. In this episode, Inspector Austin of the Paris Police is chasing down the Master of the Skies, played by Pablo, whom he has concerned on the Orient Express, bound for Istanbul. Because the Master of the Skies always changes his appearance, Austin must interrogate each of the passengers to find out which one is the criminal he's looking for. Now, this episode, for the most part, I really love it. I will say that, but the conclusion and the ending to this day still kind of has me like it doesn't make me not like the episode. It just makes me like okay, but there's got to be more to the ending than just that, right? Than that just regulation. But I'll explain towards the end. So. I love, first of all, Pablo. He was so much fun in this episode. If there's one thing I love in the show, is continuity and, characters wearing outfits that they wore. Like, I feel like maybe this is just my opinion, and y'all can debate on me if you want to, but I feel like, the outfits, the costumes they wore in season 1 were the most iconic to me. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But I feel like, because we saw Pablo in his, the ones I can remember is we saw him in his pirate outfit. We saw him in his, night outfit. Most of the outfits he changed into were from season 1. And you know what's ironic? He dressed up as the king. And just previously, we had him dressed as the king. So, I don't know if these episodes were in production at the same time, or but that's really clever, we can assume that maybe that adventure happened just recently, if he thought of having a king being one of his disguises, that's really cute. That's really cute. And Inspector Austin, or as they say, Inspector Austin, I also love him too. Tyrone, I love his cowboy outfit, although I feel like the more sentimental cowboy outfit to me will be the one from season 1, from Polka Palace Party and Riding the Range, but that's just me. And even though Conductor Yumiko was by Austin's side, I mean, I'm not saying she didn't do much at all, she was just by her side, and I do like her little sacre bleu, which is really cute. And Tasha, I love Tasha in this, absolutely. Both of her outfits is slay. Look, another episode coming up down the line, Tasha will wear one outfit and then she switches up into the next one. I'm not gonna say which one, but if y'all know, y'all know. Like, if there's anybody in this show who could pull off a quick change like this, aside from Barbie, is Tasha. Tasha is the queen of the quick change of the backyard. Period. So, all the songs in this episode they slap so hard. The Master of Disguise. That song is really fun. That song's really fun. Who Can It Be? I kind of sometimes when I hear it again, I kind of get a little bit. It's a little bit blurred from my memory, a little bit, but that's okay. I'm a Cowboy is really good. Like, yee-hi, yippee-ki-yay. Like, that's a really fun song. And Tyrone's lasso tricks, and I love Pablo's song. And oh man, in the end. Wait, I have to mention something. Tasha's outfit, right? Her outfit, she claims she's in the circus. And last season, we had an episode of the circus. And Tasha wasn't in it. And honestly, I feel like that's a bit of a buzzkill, but also a little, should I say sneak peek? I don't know. But if Tasha was in that episode, if she was, we now finally get to see what her outfit would look like in the circus, because she does a balancing act. And, you know, we had clowns, we had ringmasters. If Tasha was in the circus and we would have saw this outfit from her, like, but hey, I'm happy we even got to see this look from her at all because it's so slay. I love it. Like, and I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I was maybe how old, but I could have sworn here on out that I wore an outfit like this at some sort of party. Some sort. Maybe when I was like 10 years old or 9 years old. I can't remember. But I swear I wore an outfit like this. I don't know where. I don't. But I swear I wore an outfit like this. I did. And when I wore that outfit, I swear I was singing the song from the episode, like, could the master of the skies do this? And oh my god, I love Tasha. Tasha's whole scene just mesmerizes me. Like, whenever she says, well, since you don't suspect I'm not what I say, here's a threat that always takes the crowd away. Could the master of the skies do this? I love Tasha in this. I love her in this so much. And I don't know if you know this, but I have an obsession with trains. So any train in any media, I live for it. And the episode and the train in this one is pretty much accurate to the actual Orient Express. You know, it's pretty Orient. I mean, it's pretty up there. Not up there. What's the word? It's pretty accurate. Like I just said, it's pretty accurate to actual Orient Express in real life, you know? And the scene where when running on the train and then they're like in the they're in the tunnel for 1 second and then they're back out. Hint, we're gonna get this next season. We're gonna get this little gag next season in another train-centric episode. But yes, like the first time I watched that scene and Pablo was nowhere to be seen, I was like, oh my god, did he jump? And Austin was like, and even Austin said the same thing. He was like, there's no way he could have jumped. The train's moving too fast. And my heart was racing. I really thought he jumped, but thank the Lord and Jesus beyond, he did not jump. He just, because you know how trains have that little ladder on the side. I felt like my heart skipped a beat when I first saw that because I thought he died. I thought Pablo actually jumped. And if he did jump, if he did survive, like, I don't think that would really be a good idea to show on a kid's show because, you know, little kids don't want to mimic things. And I'm pretty sure if they would have saw their favorite character jumping off a train, that wouldn't end well for the network. And I'm pretty sure things would not go well. And some parents would have been suing. But thank God Pablo didn't jump. Thank the Lord. But then we have that scene when they're like, then Pablo and Austin, they're like they're like with each they're like the master of the skies, you cannot escape, and then I swear the jokes are so corny. I feel like the jokes are in this episode, they're corny, but I feel like they're a type of corny that there's this word I kind of made up myself. It's called comfort corny. Like it's so corny, but at the same time it gives you a sense of comfort because, like, you know, it's silly, it's cute, it's innocent. Yeah, it's a teeny bit dumb, but it's something that, you know, I'm pretty sure anybody can relate to because I'm pretty sure somebody told a bit of a weak joke in their lives, and, you know, who knows, to this day people might feel proud of it. And heck, I'm not ashamed to admit I've told a couple of corny jokes myself, but to me they've been funny. They might have been not funny to other people, but to me, I'm happy I even got to tell a joke at all. So yeah, that part. And but along for that, it was so funny. So the part of the end that kind of confuses me, right? So we know what happened. We all know, okay? Austin asks, "Why were you running?" Pablo. He asks Pablo, "Why were you running?" "Because you were chasing me." And no, I'm getting that confused. No, who? No, Pablo asked first, "Why do you chase me?" "Because you were running." And then Austin asked, "Why were you running?" "Because you were chasing me." And okay, we got that. Okay, problem solved. And then immediately after the problem solved, boom, snack time. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the ending should have been a bit more like, okay, you were running because you were chasing me. You were chasing me because you were running. Okay, we can keep that part. But what if, I don't know. I feel like the ending should have incorporated more of Pablo's little, like little, disguise things. Like, I don't know. I feel like his disguises should have been incorporated at the end. Like, not only Austin gets a victory of no longer having to chase Pablo, but Pablo could have gotten a victory of him still no longer having to be chased, but can still change his disguises just for fun. Because what if, I don't know, what if it would have been like, Austin would have been like, "Why do you always change your appearance and disguises?" And I don't know, Pablo would have been like, I don't know, I can't really think of I don't want to make it sound a bit too heartfelty because, it's a kid show. Not saying the Backyardigans can't do heartfelt moments. Don't say that. I'm not saying that. Like something that can still get to the point, but something that's still more reasonable. Like maybe Pablo could have been like, because I don't know, maybe because it makes me happy. Every single time I change my disguise, I feel like a whole new person. It puts a smile on my face. And then maybe Austin could have been like, I never realized that changing your disguise makes you happy. And what if Austin would have been like, since you like to change your disguises, why don't you come work for me? Because what if, you know how people like work undercover and like when people are trying to catch criminals, like they'll try to like disguise themselves to like catch a criminal for a detective. What if Austin would have hired Pablo with his clever disguises into the Paris police, and then he would have hired him to use his disguises to help catch criminals? Like, I feel like if we would have gotten an ending like that, not only Austin would have gotten a victory, but Pablo would have gotten a victory, because he's no longer being chased, but he's gonna use his disguises. He's gonna use his disguises to be something useful and not look like something that's, criminal minded. Like, I feel like if we had gotten an ending like that, that would have made much more sense. Much more, a much more fleshed out ending, because I felt like that ending right there, the one we got, just stopped abruptly. But that's just me. Not saying this episode wasn't good. I love this episode, but I feel like the ending could have used a bit more pizzazz and a little bit more satisfaction. But that's just me. So I'm gonna have to say points, sadly, are gonna have to be deducted, but just 1 point. This episode is getting a 9 out of 10. It's really good. I love it. The song's amazing. I have a huge obsession with Paris and Paris talk in kid shows. The design of the Orient Express was pretty accurate. There was a lot of callback moments, a lot of amazing outfits in this episode, a lot of revamped outfits. This is not only going to be our last train-centric episode in this series. So yeah. The Master of Disguise, you're getting a 9 out of 10. You were really good, but towards the end, I feel like you could have been a bit more fleshed out. Man with Pablo. So yeah, 9 out of 10. So tune in with me next time as we will be reviewing season 3, episode 12, Match on Mount Olympus. See you all next time.